in the counseling office. This is a super short video to remind you all of the important information that you can find in your class of Schoology account or Schoology course. Everybody should, when they go into their Schoology dashboard, you should see a Schoology course that is specific to your grade level, class of whatever it is. If you do not see one, please contact your counselor ASAP so we can make sure that you are added. Again, everyone should be in one because the school puts a lot of really important information. It tends to be a repository, a central location where you can check for things. So when you log in, it will have most of what I'm going to show you right here. Yours may vary a little bit depending on what grade you're in. So for example, this is Henry Hornet's class of Schoology. He's a senior this year, so there are a few folders in materials that are specific to seniors. For example, like senior parking. Other things that you will find are things like information about Keystone exams. When it's Keystone season and you need to find information about what's going on, check your class of Schoology. The links for things like late bus signups, study halls, and that sort of thing will also be in your class of Schoology. The counseling office puts a lot of materials in their folder, and it's things like videos on how to navigate Naviance, or information about college applications, things like that will be in the counseling office videos folder. We also, in our counseling office folder, have subfolders for things like employment and volunteer opportunities. So if we hear of anything that a high school student might be eligible for in terms of volunteers or jobs, we'll put it there. We put helpful links for things like if you're interested in the military. Other resources will have information on things having to do with mental health and wellness. So again, be checking this folder, be familiar. If you haven't really clicked into any of these folders, you're definitely going to want to do that. I do want to call your attention to a few things as well, testing information. So when you hear about SATs or PSATs, or if you're taking advanced placement courses, testing information has its own folder here. Okay. So again, be familiar with the materials in the class of account. Other things that you're going to want to take a look at are the updates. Updates are scrolling announcements. So if you hear something on the announcements, you can generally also find it here. Sometimes you do have to scroll back to find what you're looking for, but those things are always there as well. And if you look at grades, these aren't going to be grades for your other classes, but grades can be where you will find how many career readiness activities you've completed. So if this is where you'll find all of the different kinds of assignments you can do for career readiness. And then once you've completed and submitted them, you'll find a completion grade of 100% here. That just indicates that you've completed it. If you've done 8 or more, and you have done the individual academic and career plan, because that one is required, then you have completed your career readiness requirement for the state. So that's good to know too. Okay, so that is just a really super quick tour through your class of account. Again, just be aware of what's in there. It's super useful and can generally save you a lot of time and effort if you check there first when you're looking for information. Thanks so much.